the 9 by 18-foot portal through which lies whatever you got in the car to do in the first place. Whoever said life was about the journey and not the destination never had to look for a place to park. Every trip must begin and end with a parking space, and in no uncertain terms. We expect parking to be immediately available, directly in front of our destination, and most important, free. This is unique. It would be unimaginable to hold any other good or service to the same standard. We expect parking to be perfect. Once I missed an entire summer afternoon at the beach because I refused to pay for parking, and while I hunted, my passengers wisely left on the island ferry without me. Combine our need for unconditional parking satisfaction with the opaque, contested ownership customs that govern curbs, lots, and shared garages, and you have a recipe for bad behavior. Driving into a new city, I often find street parking instructions so unintelligible, I might as well be trying to read a restaurant menu from 20 feet away through a window while steering the car. No aspect of American law is as scorned as parking regulations. No civil servant as despised as the parking agent, which must be the only job whose workers say they cover up their uniforms to eat lunch, out of concern that someone will spit in their food. And those are just the rules on paper. Many communities govern parking by unwritten codes you learn the hard way, or by intricate hierarchies, such as the one at the University of California at Berkeley, where the only way to secure a free reserved parking space on campus is by winning a Nobel Prize. Our parking urge doesn't just fuel the occasional dust-up. The need for a perfect parking space has also shaped the country's physical landscape. It has become the organizing principle of American architecture. From the parking-first design of the strip mall to office towers that sit like sculptures atop their garage pedestals, to the house itself, where the garage is often the largest room and the dominant feature of the facade. In most of the country, it is illegal to build a home without parking. The need for parking determines local politics and the behavioral compact that governs the street in front of your house. At the center of our biggest cities, some of the most valuable public land on earth has been exclusively reserved for the free storage of private cars. By paving so much ground, the metropolitan parking supply directs the course of floodwaters. Parking determines the size, shape, and cost of new buildings, the fate of old ones, the patterns of traffic, the viability of mass transit, the life of public space, the character of neighborhoods, the state of the city budget. Our whole spread-out life, in which it is virtually impossible to live without an automobile. The grayness of a city where it's easy to park is embedded in the word parking itself, which once referred to curbside patches of greenery, tiny parks. Now it describes something like the opposite, the lifeless blacktop. Our cities are full of moonscapes for the purpose of storing cars. From the perception of scarcity was born an abundance so great, it became the single largest use of land in some cities. Between 1950 and 1980, when Los Angeles was the fastest growing city in the United States, LA County was adding parking spaces at an almost unimaginable pace. 850 new spots every day for 30 years. Parking now occupies 200 square miles of land in the county. As a single parking lot, it would form a square of asphalt stretching from LAX to Sherman Oaks to Pasadena to Downey. Or, for non-locals, a 3-story garage the size of the District of Columbia. And this in a place where people routinely complain about how hard it is to find parking. Why do we do this to the places we love? Was parking really more important than anything else? In Boston, a woman spoke at a community meeting about a new 14-unit apartment building to be built on the street.